In the heart of southern Africa, where the earth rises and falls like the breath of a sleeping giant, lies a monumental mystery. A city built of stone, a fortress of ancient secrets. This is the story of Great Zimbabwe, a kingdom that rose from the savannas to become a symbol of power, wealth, and architectural marvel. The story begins in the 11th century, in the lush valleys of what is now Zimbabwe. The Shona people, skilled farmers and traders, were drawn to the fertile lands along the Zambezi River. They built their homes, cultivated crops, and traded gold, ivory, and other precious goods with far-off lands. Over time, their village grew into a thriving city known as Great Zimbabwe, meaning House of Stone in the Shona language. At the center of this growing empire was a visionary king whose name has been lost to history, but whose legacy lives on in the stones of Great Zimbabwe. He was a master builder who envisioned a city that would stand the test of time, a city built not of mud and thatch, but of stone. Under his rule, massive stone walls began to rise from the earth, forming a complex of palaces, towers, and enclosures that would become one of Africa's greatest architectural achievements. The most impressive of these structures was the Great Enclosure, a massive circular wall standing over 30 feet high and extending nearly 800 feet in circumference. This was the heart of Great Zimbabwe, a symbol of the king's power and the spiritual center of the kingdom. Inside, the king and his court conducted rituals, made important decisions, and lived in splendor. The walls of the Great Enclosure were built without mortar, the stones perfectly cut and placed with such precision that they have stood for nearly 1,000 years. The craftsmanship of the Shona builders was unparalleled and their architectural style was unique, a testament to the ingenuity, and their architectural style was unique, a testament to the ingenuity, skill of the people of Great Zimbabwe. Great Zimbabwe was more than just a city. It was the center of a vast trade network that stretched across the African continent and beyond. The kingdom's wealth was built on its strategic location, controlling trade routes between the gold-rich regions of the interior and the ports of the Indian Ocean. Merchants from as far away as Persia, India, and China came to trade with the people of Great Zimbabwe. Gold, ivory, and copper flowed out of the kingdom, while fine textiles, ceramics, and glass beads flowed in. The wealth of Great Zimbabwe was legendary, and it attracted traders, artisans, and scholars from all corners of the known world. But as with all great empires, the golden age of Great Zimbabwe was not to last. By the 15th century, the kingdom began to decline. The reasons are shrouded in mystery. Some say it was due to overpopulation and environmental degradation. Others believe it was the result of political instability and shifting trade routes. Whatever the cause, the people of Great Zimbabwe began to abandon their city. The once great walls were left to crumble, and the treasures of the kingdom were lost to time. By the 16th century, Great Zimbabwe was nothing more than a memory, its secrets buried beneath the earth. But the story of Great Zimbabwe did not end with its fall. The ruins of the city were rediscovered by explorers in the 19th century, sparking a renewed interest in Africa's rich history. Today, Great Zimbabwe is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a symbol of African ingenuity, strength, and resilience. As we walk among the ruins of Great Zimbabwe, we are reminded of the greatness of those who came before us, a people who built a city of stone, who ruled an empire of wealth, and who left behind a legacy that continues to inspire us to this day. The stones of Great Zimbabwe may have weathered the centuries, but the spirit of its people endures, whispering their story to those who will listen. And so, the legend of Great Zimbabwe lives on, a timeless tale of power, pride, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Keep leering about our beautiful continent, like and follow for more.